Happy Halloween, my lovely villains and vigilantes. Tonight, Catwoman, aka moi. I'm not here to steal diamonds. No, 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 no. No, I'm here to steal the truth. A quick thank you to the person that sent this to me. You know who you are. I appreciate you so much. And if there's something that you want me to see, erinbies.com. It's linked in my video description as well. Today, we are diving into MWR Life, sometimes referred to as MWR Travel or Travel Advantage. If you've seen people talking on social media about traveling for free, a North American launch, or a digital travel revolution, this is what they're talking about more than likely. They sell memberships to an online booking portal and call their reps lifestyle ambassadors. It looks like luxury, but underneath, it's the same tired MLM model wearing a first class disguise, costume, if you will, pun absolutely intended. All right, let's dig into today's video. Hello? Caller, are you there?
Okay. Hopefully I have my settings right. Hi, Facebook. How are you guys? So I right now am mid-packing and cleaning and getting organized for my trip to Nicaragua tomorrow. And so I'm kind of scrambling around, and I've had so many people sending me messages, asking questions, commenting on posts. And so I thought that I would get on here and hopefully be able to answer a lot of those publicly with you. I'm actually bringing a guest on with me today, and I'm hoping that we can figure out how to not have our faces zoomed super close. We'll see how it goes. So hop on.
Plot twist, they failed. Actually, not plot twist. Spoiler, they failed.
Hop on, plug in, get on. Hopefully this is going to not only answer a lot of questions, but put a lot of your mind at ease. I have a professional that's coming on the Facebook Live with me today. Somebody that I know, somebody that...
Wait, so you're not a professional? These are so, guys, these are so aggressive.
I like, somebody that I trust, somebody that I've had history with in all different types of circumstances. And I like the way this woman moves. I like the way this woman responds. I like the way this woman reacts when something changes, shifts, happens, in good ways, in opportunistic ways. Did I say that right? I like the way she operates very much, and I wanted to bring her on screen with you today so that we could talk a bit about why here, why now, why with us. I literally feel like I have elevated to a whole new level in life, in business, and it's just interesting how this would just come into my path just at the right moment. Here she is. I'm going to bring her on. Heather, I don't even know.
This feels so awkward. Notice that they haven't identified the name of the company. I had to do some digging to find this out. MWR. Yikes.
If we're getting reception out there, let's see here now. This is where things get weird. So if somebody's out there,
oh, things are definitely getting weird. This is how they're going to be the entire time. This is the professional content that they put out on Facebook.
Can you tell us if me and Heather are zoomed in super close? Hi, Heather. So right now we look good, but on the replay, we're going to be like this. And I brought her on too, and I'm glad she's in a ball cap as well. A lot of times we get kind of dressed up for some of the conversations, but
I am dressed up for the occasion. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Today this is our life, just squeezing things in as we're moving and operating. Lots of Zooms, lots of conversations, because everybody wants to know what the heck Heather found. Heather was...
No, not everybody. Everybody doesn't want to know about your MLM company.
The first person to bring this to America. Thank you. So Heather, can you just kind of shed some light and help kind of connect some dots for my viewers out there, because so many people are asking me about all of this.
Absolutely.
So just kick it to them straight.
Okay, first of all, I'm so happy to be here with you, because this is just full circle. Like, we've worked together in the past.
Guys, if you're happy to be here with me today, drop a pumpkin in the comments just for funsies, because it's Halloween.
Past, and we have that kind of same black sheep like vibe about us.
Yes, we do.
And, maybe misunderstood. We have, a very consistent message, and it's just an honor, really an honor to be working with you again. And we always have
Again, so you guys worked together in a previous MLM company. I don't know who these people are. I don't need to know who they are. I'm evaluating and educating based on what they're saying after I was in multi-level marketing for 13 and a half years. They're not going to like it. Quite frankly, Catwoman here does not care.
so much fun together.
Yes, we do.
And that's really what it's about, right? So here's what happened. You guys ready for the story? Um, when somebody came into my inbox, I wasn't looking for anything, okay? Um, I was kind of happy or kind of not. I don't know what was going on. It was just kind of like flatline. And I'm trying to recruit her.
Flatline. Well, that's interesting. Something that I don't know that I've talked about very often is the competition factor. The competition factor that happens in multi-level marketing on who's going to recruit who. And I think that's what she's touching on here, because she was like, I was trying to recruit them. They were trying to recruit me. I wasn't really looking for anything. I was just kind of flatlined. It's a competition, because when you're in an MLM, you think that your MLM is the best. Hands down, you're like, there's no other company like this. We've heard this kind of language come from people in MLM all the time. I used to say it when I was in MLM. Oh, there's nobody like our company and blah, 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 blah. That would have been a fun costume too. So I'm wondering if that's what she's touching on here. I wasn't looking for something. I didn't think I was looking for something. And then here she is joining this new company. So there's a little competition when one person in an MLM is messaging another person in an MLM and they're showing each other the opportunity. It's so weird. It's weird.
Because she's asking me about product, and she's like, no, I don't want to do product again. And I really just, my month doesn't start over, and I'm having fun with what I'm doing. I'm like, what do you mean? My ears perked up. I'm like, what do you mean your month doesn't start over? And she's like, no, the points go in at different times. It's membership based. It's all digital. So it just keeps growing, and we don't have the same issues that product based businesses have. And I'm like, okay, well, tell me more. And she told me a little bit. And she sent me a link, and I just went to her site and signed up. And I got the biggest shebang package, big, hoopla, whatever I could get. I just wanted to see what it was.
Yeah.
So I did it before she offered me a call with the VP and all the things that, happen.
Bridge contracts, fly-ins, things of that nature. Yeah, we know. At least on my channel, we know, right? I've talked about that before.
And she messaged me. She's like, "Did you sign up?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Well, why?" I'm like, because why not? It's digital. I want to see what the platform is. I want to see how much I can save, because I was moving from New York to Denver. So in a freaking U-Haul, okay, which you just did that
Yeah.
basically,
Yep.
and it's not fun, and you got to stay at all these little side of the road hotels, and I'm like, I'm still living in 1993, where I thought, okay, those are $100, no big deal, whatever. They're not. They're like 300. Um, so I
Yeah.
got a hotel in New York. I saved
I think that would depend on where you're staying, though, right? Be very careful when you hear people that are in an MLM trying to recruit you, especially when they're using this vague, generic language, when they're generalizing something.
$836. I stayed at a better hotel in New York when we were first going, which was beautiful. Loved it. So that impressed me. That was the first thing I booked. And then I started driving across America. Okay. And little hotels were costing me $100, like 1993. So I'm like,
Yes.
okay, this is great. We even stayed at a little casino that is usually like 600 bucks a night. I got that for half off. So
A casino for $600 a night? I live in Vegas. What casino are you staying at? The Venetian? Wait, I mean, she wouldn't come all this way. She was moving to Denver. What casino is $600 a night?
I wasn't going to build. They asked me why I was, why I wasn't going to do it. I'm like, I was scared. I was scared to death. I don't know if anybody else feels that way out here. I mean, the market and the industry is a little wacky right now. Okay. And I was scared to death to leave where I was at, to start over, to have, scrutiny and all the things. And finally, the VP called me and he's like, "Hey, you're coming to Spain with us, and I need you to build North America. You've saved thousands of dollars." So I'm one of those ones who tried the product first. Well, it's not really, it's a membership. I tried the membership first and I saved so much money. It did exactly what it said it was going to do. And I loved it. And I was going to be a customer for life. But then I went to Spain and I saw this amazing culture. And you're a lot like me. And I think I explained this to you. It's one of the first things I said to you was like, I was in that room, the energy was here. Like, not because the music was pumping, even though it was, not because like all of the traditional things that we have in regular conventions in the US. It was because all of these people were from different parts of the world, different religions, different classes, different colors, different everything. And they were all just glued to the speaker, excited about what was happening next, excited to hear announcements, excited to shout out their people from France, their people from Spain, their people from Kazakhstan, from Japan, from Korea, from Australia, and me and Jen were the only people from the United States there. And they were just so happy we were there. They were like, "Oh my God, you're from the US. Where are you from?" It was
That sounds like an indoctrination event, like we've heard from every other MLM company, especially when the events are in Europe or overseas, anywhere outside of the United States. I feel like they always over glamorize stuff, overhype things. I find it so interesting.
just welcoming and beautiful and full of culture. And it was just a convention, but it felt like a shift in my entire existence had happened. And I came back and launched the living crap out of it. And now we have 4,000 people. Listen, the timing though is still perfection. And I know, Amy, you know this.
We have 4,000 people already. But listen, it's still the perfect time for you to join. Right now is the perfect time. Remember on that S curve, we're right here, right where that little X is. Is there any data on that? No, don't worry about it. Why are you critically thinking? They don't want you doing that. We're about to head into momentum, okay? It's still the perfect time to join. That's sarcasm, by the way.
Because the momentum is there and everybody's talking about us. Everybody's talking about this travel company and they're putting travel things on the back end of their thing and all this stuff. This is our platform. We own the platform. We curate the trips from start to finish. We don't hire people to do that. And it's just an example of what you can actually do when you focus in on a niche product that everybody wants to do. Somebody asked me today, who's your avatar? Who's your person? I'm like, well, I could have Susie Q from Minnesota who wants to go on a little staycation with her hubby and book her soccer travel with all of the other moms in the neighborhood, or I could have somebody like me who wants to go to Dubai for her 50th birthday and have everybody plan it for her, right? Or somebody like you who likes to go to, retreats and have a spiritual experience and,
So basically, everybody. Avatar is a marketing term, meaning your ideal customer. Who are you trying to market your product or services to? She's saying, who's your avatar? But we all know in multi level marketing, everybody is their avatar. Single mom, married, engaged, whatever. If you have a pulse and you have a credit card, they are going to, you're the perfect customer. And oh, it's the perfect time. That is what these people do.
spread that message. It's everybody, literally everybody can benefit from the membership. And it's just the one focus where
Right.
it flips it, right? Where, um, and you can speak to this too, because we're in a product industry and I love products. Don't get me wrong. I've sold them forever. I think that there's value there, but it's the opposite where you have one product and one person's your avatar, or you have several products. Okay. Several different products, several different niches, and then you have one person who's your avatar. Where here we have one product and several different avatars. It's
Yeah.
a completely different thing. And wouldn't you rather have more people looking at your product than more products looking at your people? Like
Yes.
that's
And
that's
I
a
want
big deal.
to say something with this, you guys, because many of you guys have done businesses with Heather and myself, or one or the other. We are all tired of learning the ingredients, learning who is the customer, learning how to talk about helping their ailment, but you can't say the ailment.
Yeah.
So trying to figure out how to get it into the hands, we spend a lot of time using, waiting for results, waiting for kits. This is instant. Someone
I love the shade. I love the shade. Also, how can you study ingredients if these supplement companies and MLM companies are pushing proprietary blends? Eh? You know what I'm saying?
signs up, if they sign up with the turbo package like Heather and I did, you get 490 points, which is dollar for dollar. So you literally can use that on a trip right away. It's like you get your money back. That part
Yeah.
I just absolutely like. When that dawned on me, I'm like, wait a minute. It's we get the money back, but we get to use it on something that's so magical and enriching for our soul. I mean, you guys know that both Heather and I have been in the health space for a long time. And like Heather said to me today, we're tired of fighting.
Yeah.
We're tired of fighting.
Who are you fighting? Each other? Competing companies? The anti MLM movement? Oh, I see y'all. Who are you fighting?
Health war that really feels like it's really hard to break through.
Well, it's hard to break through because these health MLM, health and wellness MLM companies promise these things, their reps do at least, and they don't have the scientific data to deliver those results. So it's all hype, all of it. I would even venture to say that the majority of supplement companies are that way as well. It's not just an MLM thing, it's a supplement thing.
It's really hard to get things into people's hands. It's really hard for people to stay with them. It's really hard. People just don't. People are learning the natural way, guys. They really are turning to the natural things, not in a bottle, not in a powder. They're just going and buying the orange at the grocery store now. And right, and what I thought was amazing is the health space is a 600 billion empire. Okay, that's impressive. Okay, get ready.
It's impressive, but how much of that is from preying on people's insecurities and people being so desperate for a fix for whatever they're dealing with, health wise, to try yet one more thing, to only be let down because the scientific data for that product doesn't back up the claims that the distributor made, talking specifically about MLMs. That's really sad.
When I say this, it's mind blowing. Travel is 10 trillion.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you lie to me and say you don't travel, you don't like to travel, oh, that's not true. Somebody in your life is, because that
Okay, but not everybody likes to travel, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some people love traveling. Some people are extremely resourceful in how they travel and how they research. That's awesome. Not everybody wants to travel. And this whole, well, if you don't like to travel, you know somebody that does. As if, oh, I don't like to travel, but let me send my, cousin your way. No.
is a ginormous empire.
It
And so
really
for
is.
Heather and I, we have always found massive success in product businesses where we focused on one product and we would just drill that down over and over and over, and we'd build and we'd build and we'd build. You all know that the successful teams do that. They don't focus on the grocery store, they focus on the one. So with this, it's one product, not product, it's a platform.
Isn't that called a hero product, what she's referring to, if I recall correctly?
And the client, you, the person that signs up, or a customer, just starts using it.
Yeah.
It's just like a discount platform. And what I love is, Heather, explain this one. So if our prices cannot be beat, and in the crazy chance that they are, what's the deal? The company will give.
So, which is it? Can your prices not be beat, or in the event that they are beat by another travel platform? Okay.
Give you $150 if you find.
It's
How does explain how that works?
150% back in your travel credits to use towards your next purchase. So
That's amazing.
yeah, they
Yeah.
give you the difference. They give you
Okay.
150% of the difference. And I mean, that's a guarantee, right? Like
Yeah.
you're guaranteed to get the best deal. And something you said though, about the health space, honestly, what's the best way to feel healthier? It's when's the last time you had a date night with your hubby? When's the last time you had a little out outing with the girls, a little girls trip, a little, family vacation? The best way is your mentality. Your
Wrong. What about people with chronic illness that are just trying to get through the day and get through the pain that they are experiencing or the flare ups and things of that nature? What about those people? Because their definition of health is going to look different than somebody that isn't having to deal with chronic illness. As an example, she is painting this scenario, making it seem like MWR is the answer for everybody for their mental health. Again, not everybody wants to travel. There's nothing wrong with that. But she is trying to make it so that any problem, this is the solution.
Brain wires differently when you're able to get downtime. Your
Yes.
brain wires differently when you know that that little trip is not going to cost you your life savings and you're not
Downtime is going to look different for everybody, and you don't have to pay for a membership for a company that, in my opinion, is unethical in order to get that downtime. There are so many different ways. In fact, what is your favorite free way to unwind or have some downtime? Let me know in the comments. Mine, honestly, there's two things that I love. One, I love playing The Sims. I will play The Sims every so often. And two, I love to sit in my bed and in the quiet and to watch my favorite shows. Those are two of my favorite things to unwind and to turn my brain off. Let me know what yours are in the comments. And I'm sure none of them will be, oh, I joined MWR.
stressed out about it. You know,
Yes.
I mean, mentality is everything. The way you think about things is everything. That's what I
Yes.
love. You know, I mean, and I can talk about that ailment. You know, I can talk about that. Like, hey, are you stressed out? What's the first thing you say when you're stressed out? I need a vacation. I need a
Yes.
vacation.
Everyone. Yes.
I need
Or just time off, paid time off. This is so weird, you guys. Spooky.
a
They need the
vacation.
beach. How
Yeah.
many people post about the beach on a daily basis? Like beach
Yep.
therapy, like they want that. Yeah.
Today I walked into the gym, and at my gym they have these this or that type questions. I like participating. I think it's fun. Today it was beach or mountains. Now listen, porcelain queen here, okay? I am too porcelain to be out there on the beach. I don't enjoy the sun. The sun doesn't enjoy me. We're not cool. The sun and I are not cool. So I sure did say the mountains. Yeah. I don't know why that just reminded me of that, but let me know, beach or mountains for you guys.
We have
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And
We have
where
that.
do you want to go? What wish can we make real for you? Like, where do you want to go? What is the one place that you would go if you could do it tomorrow? Maybe it's, you know, Aunt Susie's in Minnesota, or maybe it's Dubai like me. Maybe it's Sweden. Maybe it's whatever. Drop it in the comments. Let us know where you want to go. Even if it's local, like it it can happen, and we want to know where you want to go because you know what? We're launching North America. Amy's part of that launch team. We haven't even launched yet. February is our launch. Okay. And
So this is we're like in pre-launch, you guys. So
yeah.
this is
Wow, I have never ever heard of a pre-launch where they're recruiting people. I know.
like the beginning of a seasoned 12-year-old company. We're one of the
Mm-hmm.
last markets to launch.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to interrupt
Exactly.
you, but I have to they have to understand that. Like this is major.
It's
Go
major.
ahead.
It's
Major.
major. And
Major.
we're in every country. So you can absolutely build markets wherever you want to. You call them. You know what I mean? You have a leader in Australia, perfect. It doesn't really matter. The thing about it is too, when a new team launches and you are just starting now to perfect this launch, and bring all your people in, there's so much growth that will favor everybody in the team. And I'm super
Please show us an S curve. I beg of you. Draw us an S curve. Show us an S curve. I haven't seen one in such a long time. I miss them because they're hilarious. I miss them a lot, but I don't think we're going to see one. I wish we did though.
excited about that for you and your people because that's what we do. We build community. So one more thing about that product thing, the product space, we built a community around our product. Now we can just let that go and just build the community itself. Okay. And what do? We go to convention, we go to trips, people earn the trips, whatever. Now you can pick wherever you want to go, take your team and just have that community already built in. If you're a builder, if you're in network marketing, if you're watching this as a customer, anytime, grab the link from Amy and just do it. Like there's no reason for you not to, because at the end of 12 months too, you're getting a trip that is unlocked with all those points you're gathering from your membership. So whether you're a customer or ambassador. So if you're a customer, just go and grab the link and do it. If you're a builder, just know that you're in the right place at the right time. First of all, me and you working together. Okay, that's, I think, because we vibe so good, like that's magical, you
Hmm.
know?
Imagine you are interviewing for a job and they say, "Listen, we're vibing so well. This is magical. Can you even imagine?" No, 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 only an MLM.
And we've done it before, so I feel like you're in good hands. Um, and the other part of that is that we're in momentum right now, so you can 10x your business because everybody's paying attention, you
Hmm.
know?
You're in momentum. That part on the S curve.
It's not just another thing that somebody's doing that's better than this person, better than that. No,
There's the competition thing. Also, how can you be in momentum and you're in pre-launch? How does that work exactly? I'm just asking for my friends.
it's lights out, no competition. We have AI, we have everything you need to say and to prove that we're something different in this industry. And everybody's looking at it. Everybody's looking at it.
Everybody, yeah.
Hmm.
There's a lot of
No, everybody is not looking at it. I'm not looking at it. Are y'all looking at it? God, I hope not.
Yep, a
lots,
lot.
yeah.
And we're not just talking it, we're doing it. Like,
Yes, yeah.
honestly, like I said, I saved a ton of money, but Dubai when I got back, okay? Did I think I was going to be in Dubai last year? Like, if you would have said, oh, yeah, you're going to go to Dubai and it's going to be great. I was going to go to an all-inclusive in Mexico for my 50th birthday, right? But I was in Dubai. And when I did that, I was like, okay, it's going to be a trip. I've been to Italy. Everything was curated for me there. I understand the assignment. Like, whatever, pack your cute clothes. Let's go. But when I tell you, and it doesn't matter if you're going to Dubai or Mexico with the company or, and these are trips you get to pick. These aren't just incentive trips, okay? It doesn't matter where you're going, they're going to plan every detail down to the bus that you get on to go to the experience, the top of the Burj Khalifa. Okay, people can't get in there for months. That restaurant is booked solid for months. We were there. These people have connections and they made every single thing, including the bus ride. And I hate buses, okay, including the bus ride, luxurious and fun. And all I paid was $1,700 for the whole thing. One part was 698, the other part was 1100. That was a luxury extension. Now listen, I don't know about you guys, but Aunt Susie's in Minnesota, after you talk about the gas, the snacks, the food, the everything else is going to cost you at least that much. Okay? So, honestly, there
So it cost her $1,700, but she's been paying for a monthly membership. And I think this is a good time for us to chat about the numbers. The buy-ins for MWR range anywhere from $199 to $499 upfront, plus a monthly subscription around $90 to $130. Then come one-time setup fees, rank upgrade fees, and renewal fees that mysteriously aren't one time at all. You can even get charged to withdraw your own commissions. These layers turn the company into a cash machine that runs on its distributors, not its customers. And I was going to mention this later on, and I'll probably mention it several times, but the average rep, according to their income disclosure statement, makes less than $20 a year. So this person with 4,000 people on her team is saying that she went to Dubai and she only paid $1,700 and there were luxury upgrades. Meanwhile, the majority of reps are only making less than $20 a year. Sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it?
is no reason for you not to see yourself in bigger places, but also know that you can use it for the things you're already doing.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
That's what
it's
I was going to
whatever you
say.
want.
So that trip that she's describing, we can pick these trips that are already organized,
Hmm.
or someone can do things a la carte. So it's not just I'm joining this membership community and I have to pick one of these trips. That's one of the perks. They're deeply discounted, but we can also do things a la carte, deeply discounted. So what are some of those
Exactly.
things, Heather? So hotels, flights, cruises.
Hotels, flights, cruises, cars, We have activities, which I love these. These are overlooked a little bit. In Detroit, they had like a pizza tour
Mhm.
that I took. It was so cool, and it was just like 20 some dollars. Things you don't even know about in the cities that you're in. So like if you're
But Groupon's a thing, and you could probably find local groups that do things like that, and you don't have to pay a monthly membership to find them.
going with kids and you're driving to Aunt Susie's in Minnesota and you want to stop in
What is this Aunt Susie reference? Shout out to all the Susies in the chat.
Kentucky or whatever, and you don't have anything to do for the night, and maybe there's a putt-putt golf place across the street, and that's what you do, you can pick from one of these activities and make it an elevated experience for your kids, and it costs you next to nothing. So there's something for literally everybody, even like Nikki Ribs, who I think is on here still, but she does a lot of staycations with her kids, just goes to the hotel, lets them swim, and works.
Yep.
And she does that all the time through our platform. Saves
That sounds terrible. Why don't you go swim with your kids? Why don't you go do activities with your kids? Oh, we're going to go stay at a hotel so I can work. You guys go swim.
tons of money where she wasn't before. I mean, the possibilities are endless. We even some of these big trips are not even that big. Like the Orlando trip is at Disneyland. And it like I said, it drops the barrier to entry and you can go anywhere you want to go. But it's just a membership. So let's talk about that for just a second, just so they
Yes.
can understand like how that really works.
Tell us.
So when you get Netflix, okay, you have a membership and I have a membership. I might want to watch The Greatest Showman. You might want to watch The Terminator. You just get to pick by paying your membership where you're going with it. So everybody buys in to their membership. If you're an ambassador, you have an opportunity to get your membership auto financed. And
Imagine comparing an MLM company to Netflix. That's 10, 15 bucks a month, something along those lines. I don't have the numbers in front of me right now. To 90 to what I say $120 a month. Imagine thinking those two are the same things.
you never have to pay that again. So imagine just signing up for your membership, and at the end of the year, you get a trip for two unlocked with all the points you accumulated, and you didn't pay a thing except for your buy-in.
What do you mean? You did pay a thing, right? Because it's 90 to $120 a month. If you're paying that for 12 months and then you get credits for a trip, why not just save the money that you're paying every month, put it in a savings account, research the trip that you want to go on, buy it for yourself, and just skip the MLM part altogether?
Like, even if that's the least that happens, you win.
Mhm.
The
No, your upline wins because that's who this is designed to benefit, the upline and the company. Come on.
least that happens, you win. Okay? Because you can't get a trip for 588 anywhere. You know what I mean? An 8-day, 7-night Mediterranean cruise for 588. Would you do it? If you told me today, Heather, you can get a Mediterranean cruise for 8 days and 7 nights. Just give me $588 today. And in 12 months, you're going to be in the sunshine in Spain on a boat. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
let's do it. And you leave from Miami, and that's a quick, cheap flight, right?
I mean, depending on where you live, a flight to Miami could be cheap. See this vague, overgeneralized language? They make it sound, oh, it's so easy. It's not though. Because of what we know about multi-level marketing companies, what I've talked about on my channel here about multi-level marketing companies. Come on.
So let's do that. Let's do it.
My face itches and I'm afraid I'm going to poke my eye.
Absolutely amazing. So, the one thing I really want to drive home, though, before we leave, is that the timing could not be more perfect. And the
Oh my god, you're in momentum. We heard earlier. You're at that X part on the S curve.
people that you're going to be working with, not just with us, but there's a lot of leaders here that are really putting a lot of effort into the North American launch, picking new places for us to go, and making sure that the North American market is traveling how we love to travel. So, like more cruises, Napa, you want to go to San Diego, you want to go to Texas, you want to go to all these places that you've seen before, but you haven't seen like this. our pre-launch team and our launch team is making all of that so real and the community so strong that it's going to be lights out when you see all of our pictures and reels and everything else. You're like, why did I ever not look at this? Because the community is amazing. So yeah. And
Mm,
get in right now because this one's building an empire over here. You don't want to miss out on that. And you know how she does. So, and I'm here to help. I'm just here to assist. I'm the assist. I'm just gonna pop the ball and you're gonna spike it. That's what's gonna
yes.
happen.
And she's such a good partner, you guys. Like I said at the beginning, I've worked with her in the past. She's very supportive. She's right there when you need her for questions, to do a three-way, to do a Zoom, to do a Facebook Live. Just a real great problem solver, very easy to work with. Heather's very chill and laid back. I've never felt pressured from her, which is really nice. There's always training. There's always things to plug into, but she's not the type that's like, hey, are you on this call? Hey, are you doing this? Like, she really lets you steer your own ship the way that you want to and let it flow through your life, just like it does for her. That's how she lives. And so she gives that, if you need the support, she's here. The tools are there, but she's not knocking on your door. Hi, are you coming? Where are you? She's not like that. Real laid back. And so that's how I am, and I just really like working with her. It's very comfortable. And
Are you guys getting laid back vibes from them? I know you're getting laid back vibes from me because that's how I am. But are you getting that from them? I'm not getting that from them, but maybe it's just me.
just very supportive. So thank you so much for your time. I mean, ever since I said yes, you've been right there. Like there's lots of Heathers like somehow like spawning off of you. And
I
even this
love
was
that.
what was really impressive about her, you guys. She was in Dubai and would even respond to me at 2:30 in the morning when she got back to her room after her night. And I was like, oh my gosh, don't respond to me at that time. But anyways, yeah, she's there for us for sure. So
I
thank you
love
for
it.
that.
Thank
Yeah,
you for
yeah.
saying all of that. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah. You need to know that we see these things. I don't think people tell the leaders the stuff that they see that they do. So I see that and I feel that. So thank you.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that. And you
Yes.
know what?
Yes.
With both of us together, I just really feel like you can't lose.
No.
I really do.
No. No.
Yeah, because what
No.
I'm not doing, she's doing, and
Right. Meanwhile, the majority of the company are making less than $20 a year. But, you can't possibly lose an MWR. Yes, you can. Look at their income disclosure statement in the video description. Unbelievable.
the whole team
Yeah.
is just really supportive. You have a great team. So,
Yeah.
so far, I know there's some people on here watching that are going to be part of that as
There's a
well.
huge team out there, you guys. So I
Yeah,
know you've asked me questions. So hopefully this has helped. So come forward. Let's do this. Let's trip together when we can. And when we
Let's trip together? Are we talking about like mushrooms? What are we talking about? Oh, trips, like going on trips on a plane or something. My bad, my bad.
can't, you guys are doing your own trips, or maybe you don't even want to do the trips with us. Maybe you're that person, and that's okay. You can still do all of your own things and use your points as you see fit with you and your family. So, because that's not
yeah,
for everybody. Not everybody wants to come. I can't believe they wouldn't want to come and have fun with all of us, but some people
yeah,
like to do things on their own, and that's
yeah,
okay too. Yeah.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
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 So we'll see you in the team pages. There's plenty of training for
Yeah.
you to details, schmetails. Okay, you're gonna get them, I promise. But let's get you started, and
No.
then we can train you and get you going instantly because it's
Yes.
digital. So,
Yes.
yep.
Instantly. Yeah.
Okay, goodbye. Done with you guys. With MWR, they have different membership tiers: basic, elite, pro travel, and they claim that each gives bigger discounts and faster earnings. I guarantee you, I was trying to figure out how I wanted to word this. I guarantee you that they are going to push people to go with the elite, which is the top tier package, if you will, because it gives you everything. That is something that we see in multi-level marketing companies where they push the largest package, the largest bundle, the largest whatever, the largest buy-in. I'll use the language that they were talking about. And these buy-ins run anywhere from $199 to $499 upfront. I talked about this earlier, but I want to talk about it again. Up front, plus a monthly subscription around $90 to $130 USD. Then comes one-time setup fees, rank upgrade fees, and renewal fees that mysteriously aren't one time at all. You can even get charged, as I mentioned earlier, to withdraw your commissions and those types of things. So this is the same old MLMs, being operated off of the backs of the distributors, and only the people at the top are winning. I also want to point out the financial freedom part in all of this, because we know that people in MLMs like to talk about financial freedom. I just want to remind everybody that financial freedom isn't achieved through monthly dues and commission structures that collapse without recruiting. Real freedom comes from stable income and boundaries, not a link tree and manifestation, in case you needed to hear that. And that, kittens, is the truth behind MWR's or MWR Life's travel revolution. The luxury image can't hide a pyramid with passport stamps. If the main product is the opportunity itself, then you are the product. Huge thank you again to the person that sent this my way. I appreciate you so much. Keep them coming. If you have something you want me to see, erinbies.com is the website. You can check it out in my video description. And if you would like, share, comment, subscribe, all of the YouTubey things, if you want more facts over feelings and snark over scams. And until next time, stay spooky, stay skeptical, and remember, curiosity didn't kill the cat. Joining an MLM did. I'll see you next time.